Hi, my name is Stasia and I am the Campus Dining Gardens Manager, and we are here today in the Lomassen garden to learn about edible flowers. So a lot of people plant flowers in their garden and they know that it's great for pollinators, you know that it's wonderful for mental health because who doesn't want to be surrounded by beautiful flowers, but today we're going to learn which ones you can add to your culinary repertoire and it'll be great. So right behind me we have two different examples of wonderful edible flowers to have in your garden. First we have scarlet runner beans. They're clearly a bean. They grow like crazy, so you need to have them on a trellis. But they're really easy to grow. The bees love them, and then an added benefit is that since it's a bean, it's a nitrogen fixer, so it's also adding nitrogen to your soil. And you can pick them at about this stage, and they're sweet and beany. That's probably my favorite. And then another, this is called borage. And this has a shrubby growth habit, also really easy to grow. I think this is the favorite pollinator flower of all the edible flowers that we have. And to pick it, you want to grab the small bloom from the front and pull it off because it's pokey behind and it has a really nice subtle cucumber flavor. It's great in salads and also muddled into cocktails. So right next to me we have marigolds, and marigolds are a wonderful plant to have in your garden in general because they're very aromatic, and those aromatic particles deter a lot of pests, especially for your tomatoes and cucumbers. So we have them planted right here next to our cucumbers, but you can also eat them. These are honestly not my favorite flower flavor just on their own. They're pretty citrusy. It's okay. But it's a great component in different dishes. One time in the food zoo, one of the chefs made a roasted beet, goat cheese, and marigold salad, and that was delicious. So not so great on its own, wonderful combined with other things. And if you want to use them for culinary use, these are French marigolds, and that's much more preferable to the bigger varieties that you can find, which are more common. The bigger varieties work great for a pest deterrent, but they're not nearly as good for culinary use because they're so big. Right next to me we have nasturtiums. These are another one that are really easy to grow. You can just plant them directly from the seed early in the spring. As you can see, they have a cascading vining growth habit, so they're really beautiful on the edges of containers and planters. These are also very aromatic and are great for getting rid of pests, so it's a wonderful companion plant. And both the flowers and the leaves are edible. You want to get at the leaves when they're pretty small, but they're good in salad, and these are very spicy, well, for a flower. So here behind me and in front of me we have two different kinds of edible flowers. These are bachelor's buttons, and the whole head is edible, but that's kind of a lot to take in at once, so really the ideal way to serve them is to pick it off and then sprinkle the little petals, and they're really beautiful as a garnish. Once again in a salad. They don't taste like much, but they're adorable. And then in front we have pansies, and these are the classic edible flower. They're really easy to grow. They reproduce like crazy, especially if you keep them picked. They're really easy to candy, so they're really popular for using in desserts and for decorating cakes. And they have a really light floral, peppery flavor, and they come in all sorts of colors. And they're really wonderful. So sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers in the garden. And a lot of people know that you can eat the sunflower seeds, of course, but not many folks know that you can eat the petals. They're easy to pick. You don't need to destroy the whole flower to pick them. They have a really light sunflower flavor.